Very good morning to all the students of class 7. Today I will explain the first video of science class 7, chapter number 12, that is the reproduction in plant. Okay, before we start this chapter, please take out your notebook, pen and pencil to copy down the important portion as well as to draw the important diagrams. The main objectives of this video is, after watching this video, you can easily explain the asexual reproduction in plants. In this video, I merely explained about the asexual reproduction in plants. Without wasting the time, I will start today's video. Now, the first part of this chapter, we used introductions, okay? In this introduction, I will explain about the reproduction. What is reproduction? Reproduction is defined as the production of new organism. From where? From the existing organism of the same species. Right? Reproduction, the word okay, means again, right? That is the productions of the new organism, okay, the again productions. From where? That is from the existing one, okay. From the existing organism, if we produce a new one, okay, of the same species or same kind, and that process is known as the reproduction. Sorry. What are the importance of the reproductions? Why do we need the reproductions? Right. Number one, the first one is creation of young one of its kind. That means due to the reproduction, we create, we make, okay, or the organism makes the young one, okay, the offspring. The young one is the offspring of its own kind. Right. Next is the continuation of life on the earth. We all know that the lifespan of each an organism have fixed, right? After completion of their lifespan, if the organism is not able to reproduce, then the organism is totally vanished, that is extinct from the earth, right? Due to the what protection, or due to the what prevention, or due to the this what due to want to continuations of the life on the earth, then we need to do the reproduction, okay. This only the reproduction can have in the continuations of the life on the earth, right? These are the what introduction part. Now we are going to study about the modes of reproduction in plant. There are two modes of reproduction in plant. The first one is known as the asexual reproduction, and another one is known as the sexual reproduction. Please copy down, students, this first page. Done. Okay. Next. Next is the what is this asexual reproduction? Okay, in plants. Now you all seen this what fruits, seeds of the plant, right? Flower of the plant, right? Some of the plants, they doesn't have the fruit, they doesn't have the seed. How can they reproduce? Yes, that plants, they perform the different types of the reproduce, okay? And that type of the reproduction is known as the asexual reproduction. That means we already know that we wanted to plant the new plants. Always this what depends on the seeds, right? But some of the plants, due to this what not able to formations of the seed, or the seeds of that particular plant is not fertile at that time, what will happen? We use another technique of the reproduction, right? And that type of reproduction we also known as the asexual reproduction. Now, what is asexual reproduction? the mode of the reproduction in plants which the production of the new species, okay, which is the reproduction is done, but in the absence of the formations of the seed. Without formation of the seed, if any plant has reproduced, then the type of the reproduction is known as the asexual reproduction. These are the various types of reproduction. See, the various types of the asexual reproductions in plants. What are they? Number one, vegetative propagation. Number two, that is the budding. Third one, fragmentation. Fourth one, spore formation. First one, vegetative propagation. Second, budding. Third, fragmentation. Fourth one, spore formation. Please copy down this one. In vegetative propagation, see, this is the vegetative propagation. Look here, in this vegetative propagation, the reproductions of the new plant will be done the vegetative parts of the plant. They are root, stem, and leaves. This root, this stem, and these leaves are known as the vegetative parts of the plant. Now look here, in this type of the asexual reproduction, new plants are obtained from the vegetative parts of the plant. What are vegetative parts of the plant? Root, stem, and the leaves. Okay, I will start giving example. The first example, you see, this is the biophyllum plant. Okay, this is the all leaves of the biophyllum plant, and I think you all able to see this what small plant. Okay, small plant like or leaf like structures are developed from this olive, right? And this is known as leaf buds, right? Now look here, in biophyllum plants, these biophyllum plants can be reproduced by the vegetative propagation by using either a piece of its leaf or stem. Mainly we use the leaf, right? In here, this leaf of this biophyllum plant, that is this, the small leaf of the biophyllum plant, if we cut, okay, and plant it, then the new plant, that is new biophyllum plant, will be developed. And this is the vegetative propagations of the biophyllum plant. Okay, now next, first copy down this one. Okay, next is the money plant. I think you see all this is the money plant. Okay, this is also money plant, right? Then this is in this money plant we take the small piece of the stem, right? Small piece of the stem, then we plant it in here, then the new money plant will be developed. Okay, look here, in money plants can grown by the vegetative propagation using a piece of its stem. By using a small piece of stem, then this money plant will be developed, right? Next, look here, in this potato, look here, this potato, this part is known as the tuber, or we can say that this is the modified form of the stem, right? You see that this portion, this is known as the eye of the potato. Okay, from this eye, that is the new plant will be developed. Okay, start developing the bud, then from here the new plant will be grown. Look here, potato plant can grown by vegetative propagations of potato tuber, that is known as the modified form of stem. Copy down this one also. Done. Okay, next, sweet potato. In this sweet potato, look here, this is the root. Okay, the roots, the real roots, and from this real root, I think you all able to see that this small bud, right? Okay, after cutting this small bud and start planting, then it develop the new plant. Okay, now in sweet potato can be grown by vegetative propagation of roots. Look here, in this sweet potato, that we use this word, the small buds, okay, which are developed from the roots. After cutting the small buds from the root and planted to the another place, and then start developing the new sweet potato plant. Same thing we are seen in the dahlia also. Okay, the dahlia, they are also reproduced with the help of the root. Next, this is the budding. This budding is seen mainly in the yeast cell. Okay, this is the yeast cell. Okay, this yeast start developing this small outgrowth. That small outgrowth is known as the bud. right? And this small outgrowth, okay, will details, okay, this one outgrowth, okay, and there are so many outgrowths are developed, right? This after detaching this small outgrowth, okay, separately one by one, then what will happen, it start, okay, from this small this what, but it start developing the new organism, that new yeast, right? In budding, a small part of the body of the parent organism grows out as a bud, right? In here, a small part is grows out as a bud, which then detaches and becomes a new organism. Just after detaching this bud, okay, after detaching this bud, it develops this what? The new plant. Please copy down this one. Next, done. Okay. Next, look here. Next is portion is known as the fragmentation, another type of asexual reproduction. The breaking up of a simple multicellular organism into the two or more pieces, okay, after maturity or on maturity. Look here, this is the Spirogyra. This is the Spirogyra, right? After maturity, it starts splitting into two or more pieces. It starts this what, breaking down into two pieces, okay. From this, each of which subsequently grows to form a complete new organism. Look here, from this one piece set, it start developing the one new organism. From this another, it start developing the another new organism. And this type of this what asexual reproduction is known as fragmentation. After breaking only, it start producing the new organism, okay. That is why this breaking, after breaking only, they start producing this new organism, and this type of the asexual reproduction is known as the fragmentation, okay. It is mainly seen in the Spirogyra, is one type of the algae, okay. Let's copy down. Done. Okay. Next, the last one of this asexual reproduction, that is the spore formation. Spore formation. In spore formation, this is known as the rhizopus. Okay. In spore formation, the parent plant body produces hundreds of microscopic reproductive units called spore. Look here. Did you see the small one? Okay. This is known as this one is known as the spore. Okay, which are developed produced from this parent plant. Okay, from this parent plant. When the spore case, this is known as spore case. This is known as spore case. When the spore case of the plant bursts after breaking or after bursting this spore case, then the spore spread into the air. Then this spore starts spreading into the air. When the airborne spore land on the food or the soil under favorable conditions like damp and warm condition. After coming to this favorable condition, the airborne spore, means the spore which are present on the air, start landing on the food or landing on the soil. Okay. After coming this what, favorable condition. If the favorable condition is not there, then they will not land on the food or the soil. After coming the favorable condition, only they start landing on the food or the soil, right? And then what, they start germinate and produce the new plants, okay. And this is the what spore formation I am showing in here. This is the rhizopus. That is all the fun in these examples, okay, I mentioned in here. That is the fungi, okay. All the members of the fungi, they reproduce with the help of the spore formations, okay. Please copy down this one also. Okay, right, done. Okay.